बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की jai. Beloved Baba, please be with us throughout this journey. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you. And help us all to hold fast to Baba's Daman till the very end. अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय, अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय. Loving Jai Baba to all of you. Beautiful book, Slave of Love. We are reading. We will be starting chapter number 2, Early Life and India at last. So Dr. Donkin has reached Dr. Donkin's early life and how he reached India, that we'll be reading now. We are on page number 13. His love, Dr. Donkin's love for Baba was great, superb. Really, Dr. Harry Kenmore, Dr. Donkin, what a pure love they had for Baba. So one or two pages I'll read and then you can take over. Others also, whoever willing to read, can join us. There is a beautiful, cute photo of Dr. Donkin, a childhood photo of William Donkin, as you can see, as she has done the screen presentation. It is uncertain just how William's early childhood in England prepared him for the seesaw life with Meher Baba. The grueling desert advantage at age 20 would certainly have made him adaptable to change. As a youngster, growing up in London, the background of his parents might hint that their children could readily accept an unorthodox lifestyle. William's father, Sidney Brand Donkin, was an accomplished, successful, inventive engineer and businessman. While he seemed conservative to an outsider, those close to him saw him as kind, not stern. Sidney Brand loved climbing mountains, perhaps even more than his engineering pursuits, and he passed this passion on to his three sons. William's mother, Phoebe Smiles Donkin, had a liberal background. She graduated.
Sorry.
So page number, she graduated, I'll just complete this sentence. There is a beautiful photo on page number 14. She is showing this, Betty is showing this photo. There we can see this twin sister of William Donkin. And William Donkin is standing, a cute boy. And behind his two brothers are there. So there were four siblings. A 1915 photo of William and his twin sister Mary, with older brothers Brian seated and John. Yeah. So the one who is standing is John. Yeah, there is another photograph of Dr. Donkin, much difference, no? As a baby kid, he was so cute and nice chubby sticks. He is Brian who's standing. I'm sorry, who's sitting is Brian, his brother, and John is another one who's standing. Yeah. And this is Dr. Donkin with, I think, puppy toy, and his twin sister, Mary. She is also having a toy doll in her hand. And now we go on page number 15.
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Little down.
Oh, goodness, that's right. We haven't.
Yeah. There is a photograph of William as a young boy, exhibits a sense of humor with the family dog. Humor would be a part of his character throughout his life. So there is, yeah, Dr. William Donkin, he has put on specs on their dog, and he looks quite different as he looked later on. Uh, So we were reading about his mother. William's mother, Phoebe Smiles Donkin, had a liberal background. She graduated from the Slade School of Art and was a dedicated advocate of the philosophical teachings of Jean Rousseau. She was the grandniece of the well-known Scottish author and reformer Samuel Smiles. Wow. So he came from a very good background, family background. My father was mountaineer, mother was such a from a great family. There is a footnote for Samuel Smiles. We'll read that and then go ahead. Samuel Smiles was an author and reformer whose most famous work, Self Help, was based on a speech he gave for the Mutual Improvement Society, published as The Education of the Working Classes. William's mother penned observations of William as a toddler and youngster. When William was a little over a year old, her comments found in the Donkin family papers included William Donkin born November 14 at about 12:30 p.m. One of twins with sister Mary. Weighed about 7 pounds, was a fair baby, very energetic and lively. Later on, he seemed less strong, and now, over a year later, is less able to stand than his sister, but seems more wide awake intellectually. He is less shy than she is. Another entry when William was 10, William became delicate in 1940 and had a succession of operations for glands. He draws very well and took the prize for drawing last term. He has a fondness for little library facts and should be able to write. He might make a good architect. He sings well. He is small for his age and pale and rather thin. We are on page number 16, but he always keeps well. He is very fond of flowers and showed his love for them long before he could speak. We are reading all this about Dr. William Donkin's childhood, the entries found in his mother's diaries. There is a nice photograph again of William and his twin sister Mary. This is William Donkin, middle one, and she is Mary, are shown in discussion with the oldest brother Brian in 1921. He is the oldest one. The three siblings are there. Fourth is not there. John, I think, fourth one is. He's not there. The family, this is 1921 photograph. The family would have been living at the Winterfold estate in Surrey, England, when the photo was taken. So we will continue this. And if anyone, Rekha ji hai, Gangle sir doesn't require any Hindi. And Dilip Pathade is, if you are okay with English, then we'll continue English. If Dilip Pathade, Rekha ji, Indu ji, and some iPhone 5, any of you, if you want me to narrate in Hindi, just write in comment or just tell us, raise your hand so I'll know. Otherwise, we'll continue in English. He is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
fond of, huh? Yes.
yeah. Mm, yes.
हा चालेल का भाऊ नुसतं इंग्लिशमध्ये वाचलेलं?
हो हो
थँक यू.
हो
ठीक आहे.
चालेल ना चालेल.
Good. Thanks. He is very fond of flowers and showed his love for them long before he could speak. If one gave him a flower in his palm, his whole face lit up, and he loved listening to the school children singing long before he could speak. He is very interested in French and does well at it. The four Donkin children enjoyed a lively and interesting upbringing in the large family house and estate in Surrey called Winterfold, which their father purchased in 1922. The property was ample in acreage, had an outdoor tennis court, and the house included a dark room where the children would develop their own photographs.
Oh my
There
goodness.
were early indications that William harbored inclinations beyond photography, however. One of his unique pastimes as a youngster was extracting roadkill from country roads, which he would take home and dissect. He used to do the dissection. रास्ते में जो भी पड़ा है उसको उठा के डॉकिन घर जाते थे. While this may have been done with a peculiar sense of fun by the youngster, it also is an early indicator of his interest in anatomy and medicine. An account of William's years as a student at rugby school also reflects that mischief was very much on his mind and a part of his makeup, a trait he would foster and enjoy his entire life. Oh, he reportedly got suspended from school because he stole another student's trousers. In a further prank, William returned to rugby school in disguise several days later and treated his classmates to a dinner out to get back into everyone's good graces. William's decision to respond wholeheartedly to Meher Baba's call was conveyed to his parents shortly after he met Baba in 1933. While the artistic, free spirited mother may have accepted her son's leanings, his father soon indicated hopes that his son would get over the attraction to the God man. Baba had told followers who came from the West to Nasik in India in December 1936 that their stay there would be a honeymoon with him. He had made the retreat as comfortable as possible according to Western standards. Baba also warned them that their lives would be much tougher when they moved from Nasik to another location in India. Baba decided to extend the honeymoon phase for the Westerners in Nasik with a trip to France later in 1937. Kitty TV was also part of the Nasik group that traveled to Keynes with Meher Baba for a 4-month stay midway through the year. She wrote to William from Keynes, "What are you thinking about it all? Are not Baba's ways strange? I have never felt him work so intensely as he is doing now. Sometimes I wonder if I can stand it. But of course one can, as Baba never gives you more than you can stand. Baba never gives you more than you can stand. Love, Kitty. Kitty added the following footnote to her letter. Do send me your address. I feel so lost without it. William lived at a number of different addresses in London while attending medical school, including the flat his father maintained there for his own days, for his own work days in the city. So we'll move to page number 18. So before moving page number 18, Rekha ji, Nitin ji has no problem. Has he left? Okay. Okay, Nitin ji. Oh, you are there. Good. And Rekha ji, you are okay? Or I'll just narrate in simple few words कि हम लोग डॉक्टर डॉन्किन का बचपन के दिन कैसे है, उनकी माता ने जो लिख के रखा डायरी में, वो छोटा कैसे था, कैसे उसकी तबीयत थी, वो क्या करता था, कैसे चेंजेस आए पहले, क्योंकि ट्विंस थे, जुड़वा भाई बहन थे, तो तबीयत में कैसे कैसे बदलाव आए, काफी ऑपरेशन उनके हुए, उनके दिलचस्पी किसमें किसमें थी, वो उनके वो इंजीनियरिंग में भी वो अच्छे थे, वो आर्किटेक्ट बन सकते, वो फोटोग्राफर भी थे। रास्ते में कोई मृत जानवर या पंछी दिखाई देता तो वो घर ले जाके उसका डिसेक्शन भी करते थे। और इनका जो रग्बी स्कूल है वहां से पर भी वो काफी सारी शरारतें करते थे। वो शरारतें और विनोद उनके स्वभाव का हिस्सा अंत तक रहा। और वहां से वो उनको डिसमिस भी कर दिया था स्कूल से किसी बच्चे के ट्राउजर्स चुराने की जुर्म में। और इसमें 1933 में जब बाबा ने उनको बुला लिया तो उनकी मदर तो थोड़ी, देखो उनके परिवार बहुत अमीर परिवार से थे, बहुत अच्छा बैकग्राउंड था, पढ़े लिखे लोग थे, तो उनकी मम्मी तो मान गई, लेकिन पिताजी थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में सचिंत थे। फिर 1936 में बाबा ने वेस्टर्नर्स को नासिक बुलाया, नासिक में हिल रिट्रीट आश्रम खोला था, वहां पर बाबा ने उसको हनीमून पीरियड, मतलब ज्यादा रेस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं, ऑल गुडी गुडी लव लव, तो ये बाद में बाकी चेंज होगा। तो किटी डेवी लगातार डॉक्टर डॉन्किन के कांटेक्ट में थी। इसके बारे में हम पढ़ते हैं। नाउ वी आर ऑन पेज नंबर 18. देयर इज अगेन नाइस फोटोग्राफ ऑफ डॉक्टर डॉन्किन and she has presented it. William strikes a casual pose during his 1933-39 medical school years in London. So, while William was reluctant to put his feelings about Meher Baba into words to other followers, Kitty would have seen his letters as Baba asked her to answer the letters from the British followers on his behalf. As we see, Bhauji used to answer all the Hindi Bhashi, and Yerach used to answer others, and Balanath used to. So language-wise, area-wise, Baba used to assign this work. So Kitty Devi came to know his deep love for Baba, which he never discussed with others, but through his letters, because giving reply to his letters was Kitty Devi's job assigned by Baba. So through those letters, she came to know how deeply he loves Baba, which he never showed to others. William was invited to stay with Baba in Keynes in late September. His visit would be short because of his medical studies, and his time there was also interrupted with other Baba related travels. His excitement at being invited to visit Baba in Keynes is reflected in this letter. Dearest Baba, thousand thanks. You are a peach, to say the least of it. How I am longing to see your beautiful smile again. If you, the man, are so marvelous, how much more unbelievable must the infinite you be? Love to you, dear man, now and ever, yours, Will Donkin. सो कितना सुंदर तरीके से उन्होंने बाबा को लिखा है कि आप मनुष्य के रूप में इतने सुंदर है, तो आप अपने असली ईश्वर के रूप में कितने सुंदर हो गए. How beautiful it is, no? This aspect, this thought that if you, the man, are so marvelous, how much more unbelievable must the infinite you be? On William's arrival in Keynes, he and Kitty both became involved in the hectic search of trying to find a perfect boy after William's selection of a boy in England was rejected. We remember that he had searched the boy and it was not up to the mark for Baba's choice. So now again, William Donkin and Kitty Davy engaged themselves in search of the ideal boy. The new search involved William and Kitty making separate trips to Paris to find boys through the Spanish Refugee Association. See, neither of the boys selected met Baba's approval, and William had to make sure the two boys were returned to Paris. So he had to make arrangements for their return. William also was asked to return a maid to England that Kitty had brought with her. The maid did not meet Baba's approval. This has a reference in another book that Baba was actually waiting to contact Irene below. Till then, all this went on. They searched the servant. Baba made a first trip, and Baba said that I was waiting for one person. But because that person I have not met in this trip, I will have to come here again. So we can think just to contact one person, Irin below. It was Irin below. So next trip, how Baba contacted Irin below and all that story you might be knowing is a marvelous story. And just for one person, how far avatar goes. When we are ready, the Sadguru and avatar just bring us into their net. Anyway, so the responsibility was on the shoulders of William Donkin to return the boys and also the servant. The larger group left Keynes in November. During her return to India, Kitty again wrote to William from abroad, the ship Circassia, and again on December 8, 1937, after some of the Western group took up residence with Baba in Meherkrupa. Uh, for all of you, the book page is also there in front of you, so you can also read from the page also. Betty is doing the presentation nicely. If you want to make it larger, or is it okay? Is it okay? Can you read it? Yeah, yeah, fine. Not only does Baba interest himself, we are here. Not only, yes, here we are, not only. So if anyone want to read also from here. Not only does Baba interest himself in the smallest details of our own life, its health, food, and general activities, but also the whole of the management is also in Baba's hands. Every detail on the domestic side he plans and arranges. Another of Kitty's letters to William on January 18, 1938, echoes her struggle to come to terms with Meher Baba's orders. Sorry. Talking of inhibitions always makes me think of Margaret Krask. She always said Baba's work was to break down, that he was like a mouse, nibbling away all the time. There is a footnote for Margaret Krask. We all know she was a dancer, but we'll just read that footnote. I'll read it. You need not take trouble to go to the down of the page. Margaret Krask was a British dancer, dancing briefly with the Diaghilev Ballet, who was a well respected dance teacher. and one of the 20th century's leading authorities on the Secht method. She met Baba in 1931 and dedicated the rest of her life to him. Coming back to our reading to the main page, she always said, "We are here." Yeah, here. She always, here we are. She always said Baba's work was to break down that he was like a mouse nibbling away all the time. Baba, in a lecture on love, said, "Love gives and never asks. So, why want to be loved at all?" It is that thought that is uppermost in my mind at the moment. Kitty Devi is writing to Donkin. Don't want love or the experience of love, and then you can't mind if it is withheld. But the difficulty is when you can't express it spontaneously or not finding yourself loving less. But my answer to this is that love is and cannot be just feelings. Feelings come and go, grow hot and cold. So there must be a stage bit beyond, and the transition period is not too blatant. This is private. It's just what seems to be happening at the moment. I try hard to think of Shakespeare's words, "To thy own self be true." हमें ध्यान देना पड़ेगा इन लोगों का कल्चर कितना अलग था। अपना अपना प्रदेश छोड़ के बाबा के पास आए थे। बाबा के तौर तरीकों जानना है, बाबा के आज्ञा का पालन करना है। बाबा ने जो प्रेम के बारे में कहा है, लव इज ओनली टू गिव एंड नॉट टू रिसीव, इसके ऊपर किटी देवी को जो कुछ लगता था उसके मन में, उसका जो अंदर स्ट्रगल चल रहा था उसके माइंड में, that she has described to William, and it was really a challenge which they accepted and they passed through it by his grace, of course. So there is a nice photo of Kitty Devi as you are seeing on the screen, and she has written a lovely book, Love Alone Prevails. Many years back, it was published. It is a beautiful book she has written, Kitty Devi. Hopefully, all of you might have read it. If not, then you can. So we'll move ahead further. Then she says, this is the letter from Kitty Devi to William Donkin. The personal contact with his new spiritual master that Keynes afforded certainly helped further cement Williams, page number 2020, loyalty to Baba. It was really wonderful that he meet Baba casually and he begs of Baba, he asks Baba, he responds to Baba's call, and immediately he is all Baba. Is really a grace. As Baba says, if a soul is prepared, then the avatar or Sadguru bless him. In that way, we see the Donkin's life. While there was a lapse in his attendance at medical school between 1937 and 38, and some indication that he considered dropping out, Baba emphasized to William the importance of completing his studies. This is important. He would be sustained by letters to and fro from Baba, to and from Baba in India for another 16 months before completing his 6 years at Bars. देखो, ये डॉक्टर ने मेडिकल पढ़ने के पहले भी बाबा को पूछा था कि अगर मैं मेडिकल पढ़ता हूँ, ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन का कोर्स करता हूँ, तो क्या आपके आश्रम के लिए ये हेल्पफुल होगा? अब उसको पढ़ाई छोड़ के बाबा का आश्रम ज्वाइन करना था, तो बाबा ने उसको मनाया, न, यू कंप्लीट योर स्टडीज, and he obeyed Baba. Upon graduating from medical school. William's diary entry on his departure from London for India in July 1939 reflects his enthusiasm. William Donkin writes in his diary, I left London on July 7 or 8. I forget the exact date now. There was a party at Victoria Station to see me off and to send their wishes to Baba. तो उनको बाय 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 करने के लिए भी इतने लोग जमा हो गए थे. Not content to ride the train to catch the boat to India in Marseilles, William decided to ride a bicycle part of the way. He didn't prefer airplane, he didn't prefer water ship, but he preferred to ride a bicycle. देखो वहां से प्लेन से बोट से ट्रेन से वो जा सकता था, लेकिन उसने क्या प्रिफर किया, एज इज हिज नेचर वेरी डेयरिंग, तो उसने बाइक पर कुछ जर्नी भारत जाने के लिए उसने चूज किया. रियली आई अराइव्ड एट, सो इसमें जो शुरू में लिखा कि उसके बचपन का जो ब्रिंगिंग अप है या उसका वो जो माउंटेनियरिंग का उसका हेरिडेटरी है या उसके जो what he did in the Sahara Desert, all that was a background to live the life with Baba, hard life. It has helped him to be all Babas and helped him to obey Baba and live such a life, hard life. Anyway, in diary, Dr. Donkin says, I arrived at Clermont-Ferrand. It is Clermont-Ferrand is a city in the Auvergne region of France. So by train from Winterthur, he came to this city in France by train on Sunday afternoon. And it was not until the following afternoon I managed to buy a second-hand bike. He bought a second-hand bike there. Rather, yeah, it is here. Rather short in saddle, but okay. Paid 200 francs for it with new front tire and pump. Cycled from there to Marseilles, about 200 miles or so. Beautiful hills. He enjoyed nature. He liked flowers. Again, he says the boat trip from Marseilles to Bombay was uneventful, pleasant but a bit boring. On arriving in Bombay, William's reticent character was evident. This trait of, what is this reticent character? What is the meaning of this word, reticent? Can anyone say?
Shy, not wanting to be public.
Mingle, mingle with others, huh?
Yeah, just yeah. I think shy.
Yeah, reserve type.
Yeah.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you. So, on arriving in Bombay, William's reticent character was evident. This trait of avoiding the limelight in public situations with Baba would continue, and it is rare to find him in photographs and films of gatherings. He lived life with Baba, and still we don't find him any photos and cinemas, Baba films. तो क्योंकि इसका नेचर रिजर्व था, वो सब में घुल मिल जाके आगे आगे करने वाला नहीं था, पीछे पीछे रहने वाला था. और यही उसका हमेशा रहा. वो बाबा से इतना प्रेम करते थे डॉन्किन, लेकिन जैसे हम लोग आजकल देखते हैं सब कोई उतावल होते हैं स्टेज जाने के लिए आगे आगे, वो ऐसे नहीं थे. वो बाबा से बेहद प्रेम करते थे लेकिन पीछे रहते थे, इसलिए इनके ज्यादा फोटो या फिल्म में हमें ये दिखाई नहीं देते हैं. At Bombay, Baba lovers met me on board and covered me with flowers around the neck and with bouquet to carry. It made me feel perhaps a little self-conscious. but it was nevertheless a very pleasing way of welcoming me to India. The jasmine has a wonderful scent. जैसे हम देखते थे कि उनका स्वागत किया अच्छे से फूलों की माला वगैरह पहना के, और उसको फूल पसंद थे, और जस्मीन का खुशबू के बारे में उसने स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन किया। हाउ वंडरफुल। तो वो कहते कि मैं थोड़ा सेल्फ कॉन्शियस हो गया, लेकिन ये बहुत सुखद तरीका था वेलकम करने का। William kept a personal detailed diary, starting with his departure from London in July 1939 until after the war in 1945. It includes his early life with Baba, work with the God intoxicated must, interaction with Baba's Eastern and Western followers, and his wartime years in the Indian medical service. It's a beautiful Donkin's diary. Next time I'll show. Now we are on page number 21. Anyone want to read? Indians will be comfortable with the reading of Betty and Dinah. They both read nicely. We can understand easily.
Can I read, Sai?
Yes, Dinesh Bhai.
I'm on the way from Samadhi to MPR.
Oh, so
Can you, Acha, you have left Samadhi. You could have shown us Samadhi.
Shall I go back? It will
No,
take
it's
time.
okay. No, then you will miss. No. You please proceed to MPR. Otherwise, it's now nearing 8:22. You will miss your dinner. They will pack up
But
and keep everything
but by the
inside.
time I reach, I can read one para.
And they close Samadhi at 8 o'clock, na? So
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Thank you. Anyway, Jai Baba from the whole
Jai Baba.
group
Yes,
to
Jai
Baba
Baba.
at Samadhi. Jai
Yeah,
Baba,
it
Jai
reached
Baba.
Baba. Jai Baba. Jai
Thank
Baba.
you, Dinesh Bhai. Jai Baba.
I can.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
William faced a mishmash of characters on landing in India in 1939. Baba did not shy away from turmoil in personal relations and often used the interplay between personalities of followers to wear down and destroy personal egos. There were usually a number of fellow Westerners living in India. Their tenures with Meher Baba could be weeks, months, or years. Sometimes they would arrive in India expecting to stay months, even years, then suddenly be sent back home after a few weeks. No Western male follower stayed continuously in India as long as William Donkin.
Mm.
While his skills as a physician were sometimes drawn upon in response to medical needs of Baba's Western and Eastern disciples and followers, William was also expected to respond immediately and without argument to many other non-medical job requests and whims of his master. For years, Baba had encouraged William's regime of intense medical training in London, and on William's arrival in India, Baba often just as insistently expected him to ignore the medical talents he had brought with him. William was bright enough to understand that Baba was employing tactics to destroy his ego, but like many other Baba followers in India and elsewhere in the world, he would have pondered the natural question, why? What's the point? Elimination of the personal, selfish ego of his followers was a relentless part of Baba's work. To achieve God realization or divine love, he insisted the individual ego must go. Baba was a strong proponent of evolution, but while other advocates of this origin of the species trace man from earlier primates, Baba's explanation plunges much deeper into nature's realm. Man, through the evolution of the soul's consciousness through various forms, he insists, evolved originally from stone. this most limited life form progressed onward through kingdoms of 7 stages: stone or metal, vegetable, worm, fish, bird, animal, and eventually human. Once the soul evolved fully to humankind, full consciousness, the next process, says Baba, is reincarnation and involution. The soul then goes through thousands of incarnations to, let's see, where are we here? To,
Yeah.
we'll go back here.
Eventually. Yeah, no problem. You take your time. Till then, I will just
Oh,
share small
okay.
thing. Yeah, तो डॉक्टर डॉन्किन डॉक्टर होके भी उनको डॉक्टर के अलावा कई सारे काम करने पड़े और वो उन्होंने खुशी से किए। ब्लू बस चलाना, लैट्रिन साफ करना, ब्लू बस की मरम्मत करना, उसको धोना, मस्तों का काम करना, कई सारे काम है। डॉक्टरी का काम बहुत कम दिया गया। जैसे हम as we see the same happened with our dear Dr. Gohar also. There is a beautiful incident I reminded when you were reading this. Dr. Gohar says when she completed study and she joined Baba's ashram, so initially nothing was given to her. Then one day she asked Baba, give some work. And Baba asked her to look after the kittens, chickens. And hence, and she was annoyed and she was also surprised. Oh, there was Dr. Donkin, it seems, has taken very easily. But for Dr. Gohar, it was difficult. She says she had her own dreams and fantasies. Oh, I am doctor. No, I'll see patient. I have to practice. Nothing. Baba asked to take care of the birds and hence there, and she says, I am a doctor and doing this job. So this is the way he says, ways of master, being doctor and all that, it is definitely a noble job. But elimination of ego for one's spiritual advancement is more important. And that is the thing Baba used to do. Mm. Yeah, please continue, Sam, eventually.
Even,
Thousand. Mhm.
I forget what, something eventually
I continue. The soul then goes through thousands of incarnations to eventually.
pass through the 7 stages or planes of involution before achieving God realization and divine love. Many of the musts Baba contacted and William Donkin wrote about in The Wayfarers were on these higher planes of the path. They were in total communion with God. By the time William met Baba in 1933, the spiritual master had already attracted a small worldwide following of people living outside of India who were drawn to him and his messages. Oddly enough, he had achieved this by not saying a word. In 1925, 6 years before his first trip to the West, Baba had begun to observe silence, and he continued this practice for 44 years. The reasons he gave for starting and maintaining silence were straightforward. You have asked for and been given enough words. It is now time to live them.
It's very important. Time to live the.
This statement refers to the past human manifestations of God, including Buddha, Jesus, and Mohammed. He said these God-realized beings had spoken the truth. And in the modern age, few people were listening to the messages of divine love and brotherhood these God men had given during their 10 years on earth. Did you want to tell the Hindi or no?
Yeah. I can tell. तो विलियम डॉकिन जो है 33 में उनके साथ बाबा ने पूरे जगत भर से और भी लोगों को भारत में अपने साथ में अट्रैक्ट किया था। और ये अद्भुत चीज है कि कोई एक भी शब्द बोले बिना, बाबा के मौन के बारे में भी यहाँ लिखा है। और क्यों मौन रखा बाबा ने? तो बाबा ने महत्वपूर्ण चीज बताई कि मैंने अब तक बहुत शब्द दिए, अब वो शब्दों को जीने का टाइम आ गया है. द प्रैक्टिकलिटी ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज इम्पोर्टेंट, दैट इज वाज इज एम्फोसाइज. और फिर साथ में जो पहले अवतार काल का प्रगटीकरण है, इसके बारे में वही मतलब उस अवतार काल में बाबा ने ये शब्द हमको दिए थे, ऐसा इसमें दिखा दिया है. He said this goddess beings had spoken the truth and in the modern day. हाँ, तो इन लोगों ने काफी कुछ बताया है. अभी वो जो दैवी प्रेम है, भाईचारा है, ये हमको अभी जीना है, जो कि हमें पहले अवतार काल में सिखाया गया है. या
Okay.
बाबा. हाँ,
Baba
थैंक्स.
insisted he would teach nothing new. His role, he said, was simply to awaken mankind to age-old truths. Baba's followers from all walks of life came to him with plenty of egotistical baggage, both personal and professional. Baba himself said his Western followers in particular were hard nuts to crack. And the Eastern followers were more inclined to the spiritual life and obedience. Adaptability had to be a quick study for the Westerners. The trained physician, Dr. William Donkin, would soon learn to drive a bus full of followers and look after domestic pets in the ashram. London music teacher Kitty Davy would slave in the ashram kitchen. Successful American businesswoman Elizabeth Patterson would chauffeur Meher Baba. And okay, and talent. Did you
About we
about
can, yeah, you can read the footnote of Elizabeth and then we'll move to next page. Yeah.
Elizabeth Chapin Patterson was one of Baba's early Western Mandali and founded the Meher Spiritual Center with Narina Machabeli at Baba's direction. She was one of the first women insurance brokers and was an ambulance driver for the Red Cross in World War I. She was the driver in Meher Baba's 1952 car accident in Oklahoma. Let's see. Ballerina, excuse me, ballerina and ballet instructor Margaret Krask would dance only for Baba at his beck and call.
So very beautifully it is said कि यहाँ पर हमारा प्रोफेशन इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. प्रोफेशन इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट बट द क्रैकिंग ऑफ ईगो इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. ईगो अहम नष्ट होना चाहिए. बाबा के पास जो भी आते हैं वो अपने बैगेज लेके ही आते हैं, ईगो के, अहंकार के. तो और बाबा कहते हैं इन सब में जो वेस्टर्नर फॉलोअर्स, पाश्चात्य लोग हैं, ये तो बहुत हार्ड नट टू क्रैक. They go more on the brain side and their culture is different. In India, culture is different. Automatically by birth you get that grooming to Shraddha and belief and all that, to be polite and all those things are taught to the kids right from the birth. So in India the situation is different and there it is different. They go by brain and talent. सो बाबा कहते कि ये वेस्टर्नर्स हार्ड नट टू क्रैक है और इनको भी बाबा ने अपना किया. वो भी बाबा से बेहद प्रेम किए. इतना ऐसे ऐसे बड़े बड़े लोग हैं, दीज पीपल लर्न बाबा सो मच. तो इसके उदाहरण में वो कहते हैं कि डॉक्टर डॉन्किन अभी बस चलाते थे, ब्लू बस चलाते थे, उसकी मरम्मत भी करते थे. और वो वहाँ के जो जू के प्राणी थे उनको भी वो देखते थे. साथ में वहां पर एक संक्षेप में दिया है कि किटी देवी इतनी म्यूजिक की टीचर लंदन की थी, लेकिन वो किचन संभालती थी. जो एलिजाबेथ पैटरसन इतनी बड़ी बिजनेस वुमन थी, इतना उसका रूप था, इतना अमीर थी, तो वो बाबा की कार चलाई, ड्राइवर का बाबा का काम उसने किया. और जो ब्रिटिश टैलेंटेड बैले डांसर और इंस्ट्रक्टर जानी मानी थी मार्गारेट क्रास्क, वो केवल बाबा के लिए डांस करती थी. तो ऐसे ऐसे बड़ी बड़ी हस्तियां, नोरिना मैच बेली थी, वो प्रिंसेस थी. Nadine Tolstoy, Countess Day. So these people, though they were from such a background, that's why the name of the book is very apt, Slave of Love. Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Please
so
continue. Yeah.
the followers who stayed with Baba and were dedicated enough to be called Mandali disciples took all of Baba's orders on the chin and cheek, and
Mm.
turn the other cheek, and to do so cheerfully.
Mm.
It's from the Bible. If the
Is
person
it?
slaps you
Mhm.
the other cheek, yeah. William stayed in India permanently and became one of the Mandali. Kitty Davy remained a faithful Mandali and on Baba's orders would move to the United States to help Elizabeth Patterson run the secluded 500-acre Meher Spiritual Center on the coast of South Carolina. Margaret Krask remained a steadfast Mandali,
Hospital. Mhm.
and after World War II went back to her career as a ballet instructor, moving to New York City to teach. A number of Margaret's students would become Baba followers, and a few even met Baba in the 1950s. Early on, Baba said the male Mandali would run things in the East and the women would be in charge in the Western world.
Mhm.
He would not let men dominate women any more than he tolerated mistreatment of untouchables by Brahmins in
Mhm.
India. Do you want to say Hindi or?
Yeah, okay. तो बाबा के साथ जो बाबा के साथ रहे, जो बाबा को पूरा उन्होंने अपना तन मन दिया है, उनको मंडली कहते हैं। बाबा के शिष्यों को कभी शिष्य फॉलोअर्स नहीं कहा जाता है, मंडली या प्रेमी, ये दो ही है। उन्होंने बाबा को अपना सब कुछ खुशी खुशी दे दिया है। इसी प्रकार से विलियम डॉकिन भी हमेशा के लिए बाबा के मंडली जन बन के रह गए अंत तक। और बहुत वो अकेले ही वेस्टर्न पुरुष थे कि बाबा के साथ रहे हैं। किटी देवी भी अंत तक बाबा की मंडली रही, और हालांकि भारत में नहीं रही, लेकिन बाबा की आज्ञा से एलिजाबेथ पैटरसन को मर्टल बीच की देखभाल के लिए वो वहां पर गई। मार्गारेट क्रास्क भी देखो सब कुछ छोड़ के आई थी। उसको एक बार कुछ खरीदना तो वो बाबा से पैसे मांग रही थी, इतना हालत में। और वो मार्गारेट क्रस को भी बाबा की आज्ञा से, हालांकि वो तो बैले डांसर थी और ब्रिटिश थे, लेकिन बाबा ने उसको यूएसए भेजा, वहां पर उसको वापस से नए से अपना डांस का शुरू, मतलब बना बसाया, वापस से नया शुरू करना, नई जगह पर जाके। प्रोफेशन इज नॉट अ जोक, लेकिन वो भी बाबा के आज्ञा से उसने किया। मतलब भले वो बाबा के साथ भारत में नहीं रह रहे थे, लेकिन बाबा की आज्ञा का पालन कर रहे थे। और उसके कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो है मार्गारेट क्रास के, वो बाबा लवर्स बन गए हैं, और वो बाबा को मिले भी 1950 में। सो शी वाज अ मीडियम टू ब्रिंग मेनी टू बाबा। और साथ ही में आई थिंक मार्गारेट क्रस के अनोनिना मैच में अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन को भी उसने, शी टोल्ड इन्फॉर्म अल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन अबाउट बाबा। So he also heard about Baba through these people. So they were really instrumental, like Norina Match Bailey and Margaret Cass and Elizabeth, to take Baba to many hearts there in West. और इसी प्रकार से बाबा की जो मंडली है, बाबा ने यहाँ पर एक महत्वपूर्ण बात है, इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, बाबा कहते हैं कि पुरुष मंडली जो है ये पूरब का ध्यान रखेंगे, और पाश्चात्य महिला मंडली जो वेस्टर्न वुमेन्स है, बाबा मेक देम इन चार्ज ऑफ वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड, पाश्चात्य जगत के लिए। हियर आल्सो वी आर सीइंग वेस्टर्न वुमेन ओनली इन आवर ईस्ट वेस्ट गैदरिंग, दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ ईस्ट वेस्ट गैदरिंग। और बाबा ने ये कहा कि उनको कतई पसंद नहीं है पुरुषों ने महिलाओं के ऊपर डोमिनेट करना। जैसे कि अनटचेबल्स को अगर ब्राह्मण हरास करते हैं भारत में, तो बाबा को पसंद नहीं था। या
On, Wil- on William's arrival in India on September 1939, he was still very much in the honeymoon phase. After his tour of Bombay, let's see, William traveled eastward to Pune, the city where Mayor Baba was born. From there, William went on to Ahmednagar, a city of 250,000. The Meherkrupa ashram is about 9 kilometers from Nagar. Shortly after arriving there, William's diary relates his reunion with Baba. Oh, it's big footnotes here. So I read, okay, Bombay, now Mumbai, is a collection of 7 islands located approximately, you folks know this better than we do in West, but I should read, yeah.
Yeah.
Bombay, now Mumbai, is a collection of 7 islands located approximately at the center of the west coast of India and is home of a structure known as the Gateway to India. Bombay is one of the most populous cities in the world and is the commercial capital of India, although in 1939 it was struggling with economic depression, as was the rest of the world.
Mm.
Pune is one of the largest cities in India, located on the western edge of the Deccan Plateau. It is considered the cultural capital of the state of Maharashtra and is home to many colleges and universities. Ahmednagar, a city in Maharashtra state, is on the Sina River, about 75 miles northeast of Pune. The largest district in Maharashtra, Ahmednagar is known for sugar, milk, and bank cooperatives. Due to scarce rainfall, Ahmednagar often suffers from drought.
Mm. Right. I am from Ahmednagar. I'm basically from Ahmednagar, and Baba liked Pune. Hi, my Shajay Baba. Uh, So Baba liked Pune very much, and you might be knowing Pune is related with Baba because his previous advent, small advent of Shivaji. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
has the when it was Shivaji advent, he has only we can say established this Pune city nicely at that time in a way. And
Mm.
Papa always liked Pune. He wherever he goes, wherever he travels through or to and fro, he will make a halt in Pune at Bindra Huts. And it was his like home. He never used to go to his home, but he used to stay in Bindra house, take a bath, get fresh, relax, and then move on.
Wow.
So he liked Pune very much, and it was a nice city.
All right. It was good. Now let's see. William Donkin has come back. I'm sorry, I forgot where we are. This is right. It was good to see him again after so long. This is William Donkin talking. He certainly looks better than he did in Cannes when I saw him last. Baba ordered me to take care of my health and incur no hardships, physical or mental, not to worry and tell him of anything which is on my mind or worrying me. Secondly, I am not to worry about thoughts, good or bad, but I am not to put the bad ones in action.
Mm.
For the most part, Baba's women and men followers lived a completely separate existence in the ashram. He did not allow the men and women to have much contact or get to know one another. William's first few days in India were spent playing games that included a Chinese card game and ping pong, a favorite game of Baba's that he played with Eastern and Western male followers. Baba would humorously dictate the game rules from, to his advantage. Marbles was another favorite, and at one point William was made Secretary of Marbles in Meherkrupa.
Mm.
uh, Baba had
Yeah.
all choice.
So one thing I remembered, which I had read in the Donkin's diaries, as we read here that his honeymoon period was extended and all that. So that was a period. Donkin says Baba used to fire all others, but not he, and he felt that if he fires, that is his love for me. So he should fire me also. But Baba used not to fire him. He was never angry with him. And even if suppose rather afterwards, when any time any point of time Baba is not happy with him, he used to take it very coolly. And he said, I never had anger for Baba, but always, even if Baba is angry, I felt so much love for him in my heart for Baba. That was really a great thing. Oh, what is this? Zoom is not responding. So
Oh,
when I read that, it is really touch my heart. So nice. And another thing he says, he never liked, if he is praised, he never liked it if
uh,
others praised him. If they criticize, he was okay. So he never mingled much with the others. He used to be on his own. And he missed Baba so much that after Baba dropped his body, within few months, 4 or 6 months, he also died. So much he loved Baba. Mhm. Yeah.
okay. Did you want to do Hindi or?
अच्छा ठीक है, I'm not worried. हाँ, so this is very important. बाबा ने उनसे कहा कि आपको विचार के बारे में सोचना ही नहीं, अच्छे विचार हो बुरे हो, but not to act on the thoughts. आपके मन में अगर कोई खराब विचार आते हैं तो वो आपको कृति में कभी भी लाना नहीं. दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट दैट बाबा टोल्ड हिम. और जैसे वो कहते कि आश्रम में महिला और पुरुष बिल्कुल अलग रहते थे, उनकी तरफ देखना भी नहीं होता था. यही प्रैक्टिस हुआ करती थी, जैसे कि हम जानते हैं. और वो शुरू के दिन में कई सारे गेम खेलते थे. यहाँ हियर आई ऑल्सो वांट टू टेल, बिकॉज पिंग पॉन्ग गेम में क्या है ऐसा लगता होगा आप लोगों को. इट इज टेबल टेनिस,
Mhm.
व्हाट वी कॉल्ड अ टेबल टेनिस. टीटी, जो हम कहते हैं ना टेबल पर खेलते हैं, छोटी सी बैट और वो बॉल है. तो दैट वाज बाबा's फेवरेट गेम आफ्टर क्रिकेट, आई थिंक, एंड आफ्टर दैट मार्बल्स. तो टेबल टेनिस जो हम कहते हैं, इसको पिंग पोंग बॉल कहा है. और जो ये कंचे खेलते थे, तो डॉक्टर विलियम को सेक्रेटरी ऑफ मार्बल्स, कंचे का खजीनदार बनाया गया, या सेक्रेटरी बनाया गया. यस.
One about ping pong and the women. I got a little note from my friend Joanna Tompkin at Trust Compound. She said that Franny, wife of Adi, second wife of Adi Jr., she said that Baba played ping pong with her when she was a young girl. She lived at the Trust Compound and she was playing ping pong, and he came and he picked up paddles and he played with her for a while. She was just a girl. That was
And
one.
wherever they used to go, they used to play ping pong many times, many places. That reference is there. Mm. And even so much so that at one place, after the Satara accident, he was not able to stand. That time also he played this ping pong or table tennis. How he played, can you imagine? They made him sit on a chair.
Oh my.
Baba sat in the chair, and the other party was whoever was playing to his opposite side. And without getting up from the chair, he played that ping pong ball by sitting in the chair, and he made the other person run here and there and up and down.
Wow. Okay. Baba had a habit of making up comical nicknames for male followers, Lamppost, Popeye, and Bar Soap. William longed for a nickname, and Baba would on occasion call him Peachy because of Baba's order for him to eat 3 peaches a day. William's most popular nickname became Don during his time in India, although he would over the years be given other nicknames that included Donkey and Son of an Ostrich. Life.
Baba was master in giving nicknames. Everyone he gave nicknames. My father's surname is Bade, Bade. In Hindi, Bade word means big. So when he first time he met Baba and Baba asked his name, he told Bade. So Baba laughed. Baba used to call him Ek Khambi Tambu, one pillar tent, because he alone used to do Baba's work at his place, so much work. So his name was one Ek Khambi Tambu, like that he used to. Ek Khambi Tambu means one pillar tent. He had given nickname to my father. Mm. And
Okay, this this lighthearted side. Shall I read? Or are you Hindi? No, I'll read. This lighthearted side of ashram life was often darkened with talk of war. Speculation was voiced about when England and the United States would declare war on Germany to check its aggressive stomp through Europe. In August 1939, William wrote, Baba is quite enigmatic over the political situation.
mm,
I can't quite tell you what that word means. Diana, do you? Enigmatic?
yeah.
Sort of mysterious, hard to understand,
Okay, that sounds right.
something along those lines.
On Friday, on reading,
Enigmatic means mysterious.
yeah,
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
not one way or the other. He not saying not direct about what he thinks.
mhm, mhm.
Friday, on reading the paper regarding Poland and Germany, I said it looked as if another crisis and perhaps war was on the way. He gave me a quick wink, which I think meant no war yet. In less than a month, Germany would invade Poland, and on September 3rd, 1939, Britain's Neville Chamberlain declared war on Germany. Ashram activities continued despite the world upheaval. Although Meherabad was considered home base at this time, Baba was often on the move. William soon became part of the nomadic journeys. Let's see.
So Baba used to talk much about war with William Donkin personally, on his personal level, many times. Many comments Baba used to do, and many times his work and war, how it is linked, or predictions Baba will make about the war, or he will elaborate. So if we read Donkin's diary, it contains many such things, and more ample of things are there about Baba talking to Donkin about the wars and his work and the predictions and all those things. Yeah.
Hunting musts, driving a bus packed with devotees, dealing with mechanical breakdowns, getting stuck in the mud, packing, unpacking a mountain of luggage on the bus roof, and getting constant new directives from their spiritual master became daily challenges for William and others. After leaving Meherabad, the bus caravan first stopped off at Nasik, where Baba had changed the original ashram for Westerners into a must retreat. After a short stay there, the group moved to Bombay and later to Bangalore in the south, where a more permanent colony was planned. Of his initiation for the trip, William wrote, Today I have been practicing driving the Chevrolet bus, which, if the present arrangement stands, I am to drive starting on August 9th with a full complement of ladies. It will be an interesting drive, even if tiring.
Mm.
William's diary description of the bus trip to Bangalore
Bangalore.
reflected continuous misfortunes.
Mm.
First
It
one,
was second blue bus tour.
ah,
Immediately after coming to India and immediately after joining ashram for the first time, Donkin was taken on the second Blue Bus tour, which started in 1939, August 1939. And he used to drive this Blue Bus, which was really a Herculean task because and at one point that hill mountain was so steep and all windy, but he drove through that also, which was next to possible. It was not possible. It was almost impossible, but he did that also. And when we read that description, really we think that his career as a mountaineer definitely might have given him courage to climb on that stiff mountain with this blue bus full of so much, another small mountain on the of the luggage on the bus.
Okay. So did you want to do Hindi or shall I?
Okay. ओके, तो ये विलियम डॉन्किन ने कितना काम किया, मस्त को ढूंढना, मस्तों की सेवा करना, बस को पैक करना, बस से सामान उतरना और उनके बाबा के जो मंडली जान भक्त है उनका सामान है करना, जो बस खराब हो गई तो उसके नस स्क्रू, ओ ही वाज गुड एट ऑल दैट, रिपेयरिंग द बस मेनी टाइम्स ही यूज्ड टू डू हिमसेल्फ ओनली, ही न्यू ऑल दिस things about that. So he used to do that also. और कभी कीचड़ में बस फंस जाती है तो फिर उसको धक्का मारना, उसके कीचड़ में भरे पहियों को धोना. इवन ही यूज्ड टू वॉश द बस, क्लीन द बस, वॉश द मडी टायर्स ऑफ द बस. और ये जो है, it was like a small mountain on the bus of the luggage, and he used to do the packing, unpacking. ये बस के छत पर पूरा सामान चढ़ाना, जो भी इतने चैलेंजेस वो समय था, खाना पर्याप्त नहीं होता था, नींद पर्याप्त नहीं होती थी. वो कहता है फिर भी उसने, ऑलवेज ही सेज आई एंजॉय इट. He never complained of Indian roads. Baap re, horrible. You cannot call it road. But that also, if we see, he never complained about it. That's the beauty. He obeyed all the orders given by Baba. He really lived a life with Baba and made it really good for his own soul. It can be seen. And he always says that I enjoyed the drive and all that he used to say. He never complained such a testing time, but we never see him complaining about the circumstances, about the roads, about the drive, about the bus. Never. Such a challenging drive also, he says that I enjoyed it. With the scenery, what is good in the situation that he used to see? Oh, scenery is good. He never complained about the situation, bad roads or a tough, challenging road, or the bus is not good. But he will see what is good in that situation. That's the beauty. So ऐसा वो करता है ग्रुप मूव टू बॉम्बे बेंगलोर. तो ये बेंगलोर का आप लोगों को ब्लू बस टूर तो हम लोग पढ़ ही रहे हैं. तो ये सब है. Yes, you can continue because now we are reading blue bus tour book on Mondays and Tuesdays. We read in English and then narrate it in Hindi.
Oh, I see. William's diary description of the bus trip to Bangalore reflected continuous misfortunes. Burst one tire on the way. I was very tired, and after tea and bread and butter, the first meal since 8 a.m. that morning, we set off in the bus to the station, 12 miles off. Filthy bad road, and me very tired already. We got back at midnight, slept fitfully on the stone floor till 5 a.m., then off at 6:30 again. There is no doubt that Baba likes to make one exasperated and tired in order to work on one. At home, he says, I eat what I like and things are easy. But when tired, it is not easy to control emotions. And he will make me, he says, mentally and spiritually strong. William Bus driving duty was complicated by Baba's order that Mera was not to see any men, including any of the male mandali. Kitty Davy recalls the awkward arrangement in the blue bus, as the vehicle was affectionately called. Later, when Donkin joined them, and this is Kitty now talking, and helped Elizabeth with the driving of the blue bus, Baba sat in front with them, and a curtain was hung so that if Baba wanted to communicate with Mara, he would draw the curtain aside so that Don, Baba's nickname for William, or whoever there couldn't see. So the footnote, Mara was Baba's most beloved female disciple. She joined him in 1924. Baba said she was the purest soul, and she loved him as he should be loved.
Mm.
Oh,
There is a beautiful picture now on the next 2 pages. It spreads on 2 pages, and Betty will show all of us.
oh yeah.
Page
Wow.
number 26 and 27. A
Yeah.
large carrying Meher Baba and followers, sorry, a barge carrying Meher Baba and followers approaches the shore during Blue Bus travels in India. William, the tall figure wearing the hat on the left of the photo,
Yeah, here.
referred often to breakdowns and other calamities involving the Blue Bus in the personal diary he kept from 1939 to 1945.
Mm,
So this is his being showed through the water.
yeah,
The only thing Baba can do nowadays, that facility is there
yeah.
to move from Bombay to go to Alibag and all that. Now they have made this facility to carry our own car through the ship or small boat. But this at that time, this was a special arrangement, specially done at Baba's request, and they really were not ready, but they were convinced to do it with the wooden plank and all that, and the way the blue bus was driven into the boat and then taking it out back from the boat was a Herculean task. But at one point they thought now it will fall in the water, but it didn't happen because Baba was with them. He was helping them internally. So this is our hero, Dr. Donkin, with the hat, tall one, this one. And
Here. Yeah.
I think it might be Karnataka somewhere, this picture.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no, let's see, is there no text here? Oh, okay. Oh, you read this. I'm sorry. Shall I read it or no? Abe,
Right.
you read it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right.
The sentence was, or whoever was there couldn't see Mehra. Hmm.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Baba made sure all the men were out of the way whenever Mara entered the bus. No chance ever for Mara to see the male Mandali face to face.
Hmm.
Procedure with Mara was not a passing whim of Baba, keeping her from seeing men and keeping men from getting glimpses of her would be a continuous practice for almost 30 years.
Hmm.
William and others, whatever their thoughts and inclinations, would soon discover the essence of what Baba had once told them. Give up yourself, serve others, not yourself, and above all, love Baba. A tough order. Okay. But
बाबा की ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण आज्ञा थी कि अपना पूरा देना है, अपने की हेल्प अदर्स एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ योर ओन। दूसरों की मदद करना है, खुद को संभाल के नहीं, खुद की भी जान दांव पर लगा के दूसरों की मदद करना है, सेवा करना है। एंड सबसे परे है कि बाबा को प्रेम करना है, लव बाबा अबव ऑल, टू लव बाबा इज इम्पोर्टेंट।
okay.
Really,
But
isn't it really a tough order? We help others, but only reserving ourselves. Oh, my health is not well, I am not well, so I cannot help. Our help is like that, no? We don't give ourselves 100% well serving others. I think so. Mm.
Now,
Okay.
the time is it's 8:35. I think it's okay to go on for what would
I
you
think, shall we stop here? Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, the time is over, 9:05 it is.
uh
We'll have Aarti and we'll stop then. Is
okay.
it okay?
Come
What do
back.
you say?
Meher, I wanted to share something. Meherkrupa.
Yes, Rosa, Jai
Yeah,
Baba.
Jai Baba, because it's the blue bus journey they were on there. That's when the mystical language came through. That's when Meher Baba spoke intuitively through Narina Machiavelli. And there was a whole biography of it written, the Blue Bus book, but it doesn't even mention that Baba was doing this very special work. Just such a work that we need now. So I wanted to add this because you were talking about the war. One of these messages that came through Narina said, this is quoting Baba, I rejoice in doing whatever I do. I rejoice in doing good. I rejoice in doing comfort. I rejoice in making war. I rejoice in making pain. To rejoice unselfish is to realize unself-conscious in I as the individual that has to be conscious, the truth that is use of me, use of God. He speaks in the mystical language using the word use. We all use God because there is nothing but God.
Mm.
But anyway, this is why I love the mystical language, because it says how it is. I mean, I don't like to think of war, but Baba said it. I mean,
But Baba has given the why, how the
yeah,
war is also beneficial.
yeah, nothing happens without Baba's will, really. No, no. But we see it in a complicated way. We make assumptions, but that work that was going on was such an upliftment of women. It was all women. It was Donkin and sometime Irish, a few, very few, but it was a work that Baba did with women. And at the same time, he was contacting these high souls, fifth planers, must, and working with them. It was tremendous work. Anyway, I just wanted to add that because,
Thank you,
yeah,
Rosa.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. So, shall we conclude?
Sure.
Only two pages, but we'll read in the next session after 15 days. And because it's already Indians' time for going to bed. So, Jai Baba Mahasha. So, we'll, Sushma ji, shall we conclude? Yeah. Betty, Dinah, shall we stop here and we'll continue? Okay. So, Sushma ji, will you sing Bujhave Nara Jallatni today? सुषमा जी, सुषमा जी, सुषमा टिकू, आपका माइक अनम्यूट कीजिए.
Huh. Maybe not.
Yeah. Sushma, can you unmute yourself? आपका माइक माइक बंद है सुषमा जी. अपने को आरती बोलना है. बुझावे नारे जल्लत ने. आपका माइक बंद है सुषमा जी. खोल नहीं पा रहे? या इंदू दीदी, जय बाबा।
हाँ जय बाबा।
बुझावे नारे जल्लतनी, जय बाबा। थैंक यू बाबा, थैंक यू बेटी, थैंक यू डायना, रोजा, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। शी विल सिंग आरती। थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू।
मैं
अवतार मेहर
बोल
बाबा
रही
की जय। हाँ,
एक मिनट।
बुझावे नारे जल्लतनी।
हाँ,
हाँ,
तार मेहर बाबा की जय।
आपकी जय।
बुझावे नार जहल नी कर कुद रत्ने फरमातु छे लागी आश भक्तो में के बजे नूरे मातु आया मोर छेद मेहर शरण पर सूझ न रखिए कर खुदाना जात सीवा के फथई बैठो मेहर बातु पूछे माँ लिख हकीकत नो तू आशिक भी में आरिफ भी तुझे डरी याए वह दस मार फतनो होई तू पासू हमोरे रब ने ऐसा ले कबगे या नई जदनो ये तू पर मात माग्या नीने छे मुख तारे इरफासु खुदाना प्रेमनो प्यालो पिलावी मस्त हमने करके तुझ पर जान सदकी साकिया दे पैमातु हमारी नाव भर द ये तरावे तो हमें तरिए हमारा ना खुदा है मेहर बाबा निगे बातू जावे नार जहल नी कर खुद रत्ने परमातु लागी आश भक्तो ने के बजे नूरे मातु तार मेहर बाबा की जय।
की
तार
जय।
मेहर बाबा की जय।
थैंक यू दीदी, इतना दौड़ने की जरूरत नहीं थी। आराम से गाना मंडली जन कैसे शांति से गाते हैं ना। थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू, थैंक यू ऑल। बाबा की जय करते थे। अवतार मेहर बाबा की
जय
जय।
बाबा की
अवतार
जय।
मेहर
जय
बाबा की
बाबा
जय।
जय
बाबा
अवतार मेहर
बाबा
बाबा
की जय।
की
जय
Thank you.
तार मेहर बाबा
थैंक
जय
यू बाबा, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। जय बाबा, जय बाबा।
जय बाबा।
See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Long duration, no?
Long time to finish this book.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Flat tires and all.
Yeah. All right. Hey,
Have
Baba.
you read Bob Mossman's other book, The Boys?
No, I want to now.
Wonderful. Don't miss it out.
Yeah.
Never miss it. It's so
And you are
beautiful.
reading the Blue Bus Tours as same as this. What a good thing you have both.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
must-
All right. Jai Baba, everyone.
Jai Baba, Jai Baba. Much love to all. Thank you.
बाबा
Jai
जय
Baba.
बाबा।
Jai Baba.